Hey, what's going on? My name's Nathan Schaffner. I'm 21 years old and originally from Central Texas. 3 years ago, I moved out to Colorado Springs to be a part of Desperation Leadership Academy at New Life Church. And currently, I'm serving under Pastor Brandon Cormier as a third-year associate staff with Desperation Student Ministries. My role within Desperation Student Ministries consists of 5 different things. First, I'm a discipler. I help disciple junior high, high school, and college-age students on a weekly basis. Secondly, I help oversee our School of Ministry's daily tasks. This is a school inside of our Leadership Academy, which mainly focuses with the youth ministry. Thirdly, I'm over our pre-service production, which I use a tool called Planning Center to schedule 70 interns and around 30 volunteers on a weekly basis for a Wednesday night and Sunday morning service. What that looks like is when a student walks into the door to when they leave, the experience that they have, that's what I'm over. That's what I help cultivate, making them feel welcome and loved. Fourthly, I'm over our outreach initiative, which is called City We Serve. It's where we go once a month and serve the poor, the hurting, and the needing in our city. Fourthly, I'm a bi-weekly communicator for our junior high service on Sunday mornings. Why I would like to work at Elevation Church? Well, first of all, I just love the culture that you guys have. The worship and especially the preaching from Pastor Stephen Furtick, it really calls me out and uplifts my spirit. And then the mission statement of the church, to see people far from God, raised to life in Christ. I love that. I think a lot of the times we try to get in the way and do God's work for Him, but your statement simply says we're going to see people far from God and we're going to let Christ raise them to life. And then as I was looking on the website, I saw your core values or your code, and 3 of them really stuck out to me. The first one, Jesus is the center. I think a lot of the times church can get it confused and they try to make their core values very wordy and very confusing, but you guys simply stated in the first sentence, Jesus is the center. I believe Jesus should be the center of our church and Jesus should be the center of our lives. Secondly, I saw on there, you said that we believe big and start small. This is such an act of faith. This is something that you have big dreams for your church, you have big dreams for your lives, but you start small to get there. And the last one, the 10th one that I saw, it really hit me because it says that, it says that we will not take this for granted. I think a lot of the times in ministry, ministers, preachers, teachers, whoever it may be can take their job for granted, can take church for granted, but I think it's such a huge deal to be called to do this and to be given the opportunity to work at a church. A lot of times ministers can take preaching and teaching and evangelizing for granted, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal to be called by God to do those things. So I love that that's a core value of yours. And lastly, I saw in a video that you said you're looking for someone with talent, with creativity, with passion, with vision. And then lastly, a calling to do whatever it takes to reach people with the message of the gospel. I feel like this is who I am. I feel like that's something that I've dedicated my life to and will continue to dedicate my life to. I think I would be such a great asset to the Elevation team. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for your time.